those groups half an hour ago, swallowed headfirst by crowds of friends and well-wishers. No surprise there. Johnny could charm a tree out of its growth rings, and he'd been born and bred in this area. Harlots Bay, the water-steeped southeastern Maryland town that had raised her fiancé, lay just over that too-narrow bridge. It was the nearest community to Abbott Island, whose small but elegant art museum was hosting their happy event. Her own friends were celebrating the holidays in Virginia with their families. Her parents were at a cardiology conference. She was an only child, and her remaining relatives lived too far away to attend, so there would be no familial backup that evening either. Not for her, anyway. Eventually, Johnny's older brother, Matthew, who co-owned the pediatrics practice where both men worked, would arrive from an after-hours appointment that ran late, but she neither knew nor liked the man. Thank goodness for Professor Google. Tireless purveyor of information, dependable provider of undemanding company. With a sigh, Athena lovingly patted her phone-filled pocket. Then she girded her loins, or whatever part of her contained her willingness and ability to generate small talk. Crowds didn't normally bother her, and she wasn't shy. Johnny or no Johnny, she needed to make an effort. Emerging from her tucked-away corner of the room, she approached a nearby couple. The two women appeared to be in their late 30s, close to Athena's own age, and they smiled in welcome as she drew near. Smiling back, she shook their hands, introduced herself, and thanked them for coming to the party. "Well, we heard there was an open bar," the taller woman said dryly. She winced as her companion elbowed her in the ribs. "We also wanted to support Johnny and welcome you to the community, obviously. I'm Ivana, Matthew's friend and business partner. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Athena." Athena did her best to keep smiling. Ugh. Matthew. She wouldn't know her fiancé's brother from Adam. They'd never met, and she'd never seen a photo of him either, not even on Johnny's cell, which she'd normally consider a bit odd since the brothers lived in the same town and worked together. But her romance with Johnny could accurately be termed whirlwind. He'd proposed only 2 months after they'd first met. Even following their engagement, between the 3-hour driving distance separating their homes and her packed teaching schedule, she'd only been able to visit Harlots Bay twice before today. Matthew's schedule hadn't accommodated a meeting, either time. Johnny had blamed that on his brother's workaholic tendencies, but she knew better. Matthew had been criticizing her to Johnny, sight unseen, ever since they'd gotten engaged in October. Frankly, he sounded awful. Rigid, judgmental, controlling. But she'd do her best not to hold that against Ivana, his friend. The museum's soft lighting set the other woman's smooth ebony skin aglow, and her black coffee eyes were sharply focused on Athena, friendly but assessing. Her partner, a bespectacled woman with a tawny complexion and a glorious afro, was watching Athena too, curiosity bright in her warm, golden-brown gaze. "I'm Jackie, and I work at the university library," she told Athena. "What my wife meant to say is we're delighted to celebrate your engagement, and we wish you and Johnny a lifetime of happiness." She paused. "I don't care about the open bar. The buffet, however..." Athena grinned. "I'm a high school teacher, so I get it. Offer us soggy deli subs and limp potato chips, and we'll all trample one another to attend mind-numbing endless after-school staff meetings. Heaven help everyone if a cookie tray made an appearance. Then it was basically Black Friday at Walmart, only with more stapler-based weaponry." Jackie laughed. "Librarians are exactly the same. By the way, we've been admiring your lovely dress all evening. Is that silk?" "Yes." When Athena gave them a little twirl, the dress floated around her in a bell. "Thank you so much. It's new, and I love it." Her wardrobe was simple, flowing cotton dresses in pretty patterns and colors that she wore with or without a cardigan and leggings.